What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm going to be creating this makeup look for you guys today. If you want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're going to get started. We're going to use the Porefessional today. This is just a pore filling primer. I'm just going to put that on my T-zone area. You can rub this in with your hands or use a brush. I just like to put a little under the eye as well. We're gonna go in with the MAC foundation today. I haven't actually used this in a while. This one is in NW18. And this one has a really nice coverage as well. I actually really like the smell on this one. How's everyone doing in quarantine? I really want to know. Are you guys going crazy yet? Are you keeping busy, finding things to do? I feel that I've been a little bit productive. We're getting some projects done around the house, which is nice. Have some time off to get those things done, which is good. Trying to stay positive in this situation. Just blending that out. That's actually a really nice color for me. This one was just a tester so we could find out my perfect shade. Next, we're going to be taking our NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. I've actually never used it before, so I'm kind of excited to try it out. I'm going to take a flat brush today. And this one's more kind of on the creamier side, so it's like a thick, creamy consistency. Not too sure if I'll like it, but we'll see. Seems like it's a nice color at least. The real test is when we're blending it out, so we'll see. I am gonna blend it with the sponge again. Take a little bit more, we'll go down the nose, bridge of the nose, lip, chin, and then again on the forehead. Alright, so the true test is the sponge. We'll see how this blends out. Not too sure how this consistency will last with my oily skin, but hopefully it'll last all day. Go up the nose. Seems like it is has a pretty coverage to it so far. It doesn't seem like it's super full coverage though. I would say more of a medium coverage. And bounce under the eyes as well. Let's see. Blend it in, and then we are going to go on the eyelid as well just to make everything smooth. Have a nice base for the shadows that we're going to apply today. Actually, so far I am liking this, so we'll see how it sets down with the powder and if it wipes away when we used our powder products on top of it. Into any translucent powder, and And then we'll go straight underneath the eyes. Looks like that's setting down nicely. So we'll do the forehead, nose, chin, all of those with the sponge, and then we will finish up the face with the brush. And I just like to use the swirling motions. Awesome, so that gave us a really nice coverage today. I'd say it's more medium, not super full coverage, but the concealer did hold up pretty nicely. Moving on to powder, we're gonna be using the Balm Cosmetics. This one's in Photo Balm in the shade Dark. Actually, I think this is a face powder. Yeah, it's a powder foundation, but I just wanted to try it as a bronzer today. I thought it was a really nice shade, so we'll try that with an angled brush. And then it does have a lot of fallout, so you want to be careful. Kind of tap off the excess and go down the cheekbones here, along the jawline, just to create a nice shadow under there. Don't want any double chins. And then we'll go along the forehead to create shadow. This gives the illusion of a smaller forehead. So if you have a really small forehead already, you don't need to use this technique, but I just like it. I don't really have a big forehead, but I just like that it brings it all together, since I like to bronze and contour the entire face. Just lightly dust, and I'm just gonna lightly contour the nose with the same shade. Alright, now that we're all bronzed up, we're gonna move to blush, and this is actually from the Balm Cosmetics as well. This one is Swiss Dot, and it's a nice peachy color. I'm gonna use a fluffier brush today for the blush. Just kind of dip in there. This one does have a lot of fallout as well. And lightly dust across the cheeks. It's a pretty peachy shade. I usually use pinks or darker, like, cherry shades I like, but this is nice for a change. Light bronze, peachy cheek. This will be really pretty for spring or summer looks. Really like that. And then sticking with the Balm Cosmetics, this is Mary Luminizer. This is a very pretty highlight shade. If you've never used it before, it's really nice. I love this one. I'm gonna use a bigger highlighter brush today. So lightly dip in the pan and then swipe across the top of the cheekbones. Super pretty, I love that. On the chin today, lip, and then the nose. I love a lot of highlight, so I'm always dipping a few times. And I'll lightly dust across the eyes. And then back in with our fluffy powder brush, just to blend everything in. And that brings us to brows. I'll be using the Milani Soft Brown today. So just brush through the brow. And then we're gonna sculpt them out a little bit. Alright, so brows are done. We're gonna go on to shadow. Today I'm gonna be using the Blushing Berries palette. This is from Dose of Colors. It's really nice. It has some nice berry shades in there, and then a black as well, and a neutral transition shade. So we'll be starting off with the transition shade, and then we'll be using a few of the berries to finish off the look. Next, we're going to be dipping into the peachy shade in the palette, which is the first one in the palette. And we're just going to press this on the eyelid. These have a lot of pigment, so they're really nice and pretty. This is definitely worth the money. Just all over the eyelid, and I do have more of a hooded eye, so I bring it just a little bit above the lid where it creases, just right above the crease. These do have a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. We'll wipe it off as soon as we're done with the shadow shades. Such a pretty color. I love that. Next, we're going to go into the deeper shade right next to the light peachy shade. We're going to go right on the outer corner, about halfway into the lid. I just kind of like to use the windshield wiper motion. Just want to keep on blending until the lines are gone. You don't want any harsh lines. You always want to build up your shadows. That's why I like to always usually start out with a transition shade just so it's smooth to build up on top of, and then you can go back to that same brush that you used the transition shade with, and you can always come back in with that brush. If you feel like you messed up, you can just go back over and blend over, and it'll tone it down a little bit. Alrighty, so once those are all blended out, we're gonna go to another darker shade. This shade's gonna be right next to the black. And I'll just use the same brush on that one. So just in the outer corner, gently. I'm gonna create kind of more of that V shape in the outer lid. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the black. But we're not gonna bring it in all the way, we're just gonna bring it on the outer corners. Going back in with the flat brush, we're gonna build up that pink a little bit more. I really like how this is coming together. It's super pretty, kind of like a cat eye wing coming out the sides. The key is blending. Blend, blend, blend. You never want to stop blending when it comes to eyeshadow. Perfect. So then we'll take our powder brush again and gently swipe away, in and out. And that takes away any fallout that you have from the powder, the eyeshadow. See? No trace of any eyeshadow. Alrighty, so then after those are pretty much blended in how you like them, I'll take a flat brush, kind of like that. And then we'll go back in with the darker plum shade right underneath the lash line. And I like to just place it in there, kind of like stamp it on. And then blend. After that stuff, I want to just go in with the highlighter that we used on the cheeks earlier. And then we're just going to put that in the inner corners of the eyes. This kind of opens up the eye again. And if you want another little pop, you can put it right underneath your brow bone. Just very slight little shimmer underneath. And if you don't like shimmers, you can do this also with a matte white color. And I'm gonna go in one more time to highlight. Just since we might have wiped off a little bit when we wiped off our shadow. Perfect. Next, we're going to go in with a white eyeliner. All right, going in with Essence Silky Nude Liner. Just right in the waterline. Just gonna make the eyes stand out a little bit more. Perfect. We will move on to the Schwing liner. This is also from the Balm Cosmetics. I love all of their packaging, it's just so cute. Love it all. So it has a nice felt tip to it. This one I like to be really careful with because it's very wet and watery. So we're gonna go in. Line the lid. I just go very slowly. And I usually always like to use a liquid liner, especially if we're gonna go in with lashes on top. Let me know if you guys want a video on how to apply falsies and a more in-depth tutorial of applying liner. I think liner just brings the whole look together, especially when you're applying a heavier shadow. We will go in with the Pretty Vulgar mascara today. Just lightly coat the top lashes, and then we'll go a little bit heavier on the bottom lashes. I'm gonna pop on the lashes, I'll be right back. All right, babes, so lashes are on. Next, we're gonna go to our lips. We have the MAC lipstick in Kinda Sexy. So we'll just put that on real quick. Really pretty, it's kind of a peachy nude. And I am gonna put a gloss on top of it. This is the Ulta Beauty Jelly Gloss. I'm gonna put this on with a brush. Alright babes, so this is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'll have more videos for you guys soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all my future uploads. I'll see you guys next time.